Last time the Star Wars Chronicles Prophesied king. Drapier learned of a fabled beast that once rivaled the Great Dragono long ago. They and Sierra decided to go check out and see exactly what this beast might be. They managed to find a temple of it, learning about its history in the process. In the meantime, Mikey has learned that Team Magnet is taught interest to this beast-like creature, and that they want to help make it so that they can eventually beat the Star Warriors and get the money. However, they of course, knowing this plan, decided to try to get out and figure out how to do so. In the process, Sierra wanted to learn and try to become part of his royal guard one day. And of course, that'll be a discussion for another time. However, the idea is not out of the question. With Team Magnet making the beast, they need one last component. With the help of Darky, they managed to kill off Drapier before he had a chance to really get the final information of the beast. However, before Drapier died, he was kidnapped by a mysterious being. Episode 26, Team Magnet's Attack. It was a peaceful evening in Scottsdale, Arizona. At least if you were the Star Warriors. Most of the members were relaxing and enjoying life. Some were left unsure about the beast they had learned about. David was helping Mikey and Sierra try to figure out as Dragno came down with another letter in his hand. He noticed they were discussing while Sora and Francisco brought refreshments. Still trying to figure it out, huh? They noticed his arrival. Let me tell you, I'm still not sold on this beast or whatever released the next trial. I feel like we're wasting our time. Sierra didn't snap back.
We felt the same, but we were proven also wrong.
Francisco pours her one a drink as he takes a look at the notes they have. Even though knowing the context is important, shouldn't the next course of action be to attack Team Magnet and stop them from doing so? Well, it would help if Drapier found more stuff about them. Where the hell is he anyway? He looks at Dragno a little more annoyed. I wish I knew. He's making me a little nervous as he hasn't called back in a week. I'm starting to think something bad happened to him. He didn't stop with some concern, but continued going on. I'm sure he's fine. If you want, you can ask Terry to go find him for you. The Dragonel nodded a little more at ease. Yeah, sure thing. You guys keep trying to figure out the beast then while we're at it. They all nodded understanding. Meanwhile, all Team Magnet members were looking at a container they had some sort of dragon-like being inside of it. Though it was hard to make out through the blue liquid that was surrounding it. I'm starting to feel a little creeped out by this.
Is it because of the thing inside there?
It's more about the fact that we are making life? It's more that we're fusing life. Regardless, it's still coming together. Though I doubt it would take that much longer before it's finished. Before they continued, they heard a door get blasted open behind them. With a surprised look, they heard music play loudly at the entrance. There was Anto with sunglasses along with Anti-Ten carrying a boombox.
Guess who came back to get his base, bitches?
Pearson gave an annoyed eye roll. Oh please, we're in the middle of something. This didn't stop Anto from attacking every one of the members to face Pearson head on with a gun pointed to his head.
Good for you. I take that into consideration once I kick you out of here.
Anto then takes notice of the container. He also saw some sort of being inside it. That's when he went closer to investigate.
Though I will admit that whatever you are working with here does seem enticing. What is it?
Pearson gets up closer and a little happier. You like? This could lead to a great discovery once finished. If you want, I can show you how it's made. Anto then blast him away.
We both know that you're lying, so don't try to hide it.
Pearson then helps himself while laughing. Anto then looks back to see every Magnet member disappear quickly.
Retreating already? How?
He then hears a glass window break behind him. After turning around, he sees Pearson take the container along with him out the window. You want this base so badly? Then take it. It'll be destroyed in a matter of seconds anyway. Anto chases over to see Pearson take it to the magnet carrier flying on the outside. Pearson laughs viciously as he makes his getaway.
Coward? Fine. Leave your base. That prize will be mine anyway.
Anto goes back inside to see Anti-Ten look at him concernedly.
Actually, sir, I recommend that we take out Team Magnet first. We shouldn't take that threat lightly.
Anto brushes it off as he heads inside.
What's the worst he can do?
Anti-Ten grabs his arm tightly. He looks back angered. After rolling his eyes, he sighs in annoyance.
Fine, let's go take care of them. I still am curious about what this experiment of his is anyway.
Now we head back to the group who was still discussing. Cody was down to the discussion as they still didn't have a clue. That is until Terry came back from the island. Dragno was the first to greet him, no surprise. Tell me, did you see him? He saw Terry give him a disappointed look. He didn't mention motions to follow as they approached the others. I've got important things to say, and unfortunately none of them are good. First off, Team Magnet has issued their attack right this moment as I see the magnet carrier in the sky. Now I'll look at the window to see it fly there. That's not all. And other thing is, Drapier has been reportedly murdered by Darky. They all gave shocked looks after hearing that. Terry puts his hand to calm everyone down. I'm not finished. The report also mentions that Pearson has taken Drapier's corpse in the confusion. Dragonel took a few steps back while shaking his head. Everyone else gave nervous looks as well. I'm sorry, there's not more that can be done at this point. And you're right. The other guards have been confused as well. Drapier was a good friend of ours, but right now isn't the time to mourn. We need to get ready for the attack instantly. And since we know nothing about this beast of theirs, we need to evacuate the city to save everyone else. Cody, I should get on that. Cody nods as he goes and does just that. So we're really just sweeping his death under the rug. That seems kind of... We'll handle his stuff later. Right now, let's best take care of the problem at hand. Maria looked over to see Dragonose not move, still shocked. You heard him, let's get ready. The scene cuts to Mikey doing a little warm-up with his sword as he gets loose. Sora was there as well, while also getting herself ready.
First time we're going to war, huh?
Mikey remained unresponsive and kept going.
Michael?
Maya begins to rest as he hears her. Someone just died because of me.
To be fair, he died because of the Shadow King.
Maya looks back at her worryingly. I'm starting to think that the consequences might be too much for all of us. Don't get me wrong, Drapier was my friend, but this is more about that I might. Sora kisses him on the cheek to shut him up.
Mikey, we knew the risk when we decided to help you, or trying to do our own thing. Drapier knew it too, and we can't help what happened. But we aren't going to leave after one of us has been killed. We keep on fighting until we win.
Maya begins to tear up a little. But what if I lose one of you guys? This is my battle too.
It's not just your battle, and you aren't going to lose us. We are in this together.
Maya thinks it over as he sits there to relax.
Besides, David is right. We can't dread on this too much now while Team Magnet is on the way.
She sits down beside him. I know. He sees as Dragonel comes in, upset but not shaken with his notebook in his hand. Oh, I didn't know you were... Never mind, I'll leave you. Maya takes notice. What do you got there? Dragonel sees him with it. Don't worry about it. It's just letting my emotions out my way. He walks up closer. Drapier meant a lot to me. Like the brother I never had. But hey, if he's still here by now, he would say something like, are you really getting sad over me? It's ridiculous, I know, but that's how I feel.
How bad are you feeling?
Dragonel shrugs and drops his arm. I don't know, and I don't think I will know. Maya gets looking confident. If I had it my way, Dragonel immediately stops him. No, don't. I probably wouldn't be that much different. That's the thing about us kings, you know. We always feel like we can do everything for our people, but you slowly realize you can't. He takes a deep breath before his next statement. That doesn't mean we can't try. Dragonel nods sorrowfully. You're right, which means that we should get going then. They also nod as they hear David shout for them in the other room. We now go over to see Cody come back in Eagle Man outfit to where David, Sierra, and Terry were at. I got the word out. Everyone should be getting their things packed. Good. And heard the motions of the biker gang come over. All four of them stop to approach David. You call, Captain? David nods as he goes over. How do these people get out of here? They then hear the engines of the mag carrier flying towards them. Francisco then comes out with bags of his own. I'm ready to go. Ten's got all of you guys' things, and don't tell me that's how I'm riding over there. Terry then opens a portal to Phoenix. In case you figure out my ability, then I suppose yes. David keeps looking at his game. Here's the plan. You guys help everyone out, you hear me? He nods sternly. He then turns back to the others. Cody, did you see everything? See anything else? Cody turns back to him sternly. I saw the other three members come towards us. David nods sternly. Once Mikey and the others get out, take them all out.
What about you?
David starts up to the airship. I have a score to settle. Speaking of which, Terry, are you sure you want to take him out by yourself? His ability is still unknown. David stares him in the face. I'll let you know if it's too much. I need to do this for my sake. Terry looked in nervously as he did so. Be careful then. I know what it's like to hate someone for your entire life. And I'm one to say it's not healthy for you. David walks beside him studiously. Your concern is noted. You should be careful yourself. He walks through the portal with a determined look. He goes away as Terry forms back the portal to Phoenix. Well, you heard the cap. Everybody's got to go. The Mara gang rides off.
Which leaves us.
They then see the three members of Team Medic reach them. Killer takes a charge confidently. What up, mag nerds? Of course it's Bird Brain. No, it's not the time to crack jokes. Darknut stares back at them. This is your judgment day, Star Warriors. Pray to your god now if you wish. Fury comes up the stand beside him. We'll see about that. You never face someone like me. Sierra gets up beside him as well.
And there's no way you're beating us now.
The six stand up as the people are leaving. After a while, the group's charge to signify the battle has begun. Cody and Joe took each other on as Sierra dodges the strength of Adriana, which sees Darknut and Fury fighting each other. Meanwhile, David was seen walking by himself through the dark and empty halls of the medic carrier. Nothing special about it, which surprised him a little bit, but not too much to stop him from his mission. Where are you, Pearson? Show yourself. He then saucy hears the door open in front of him. David brings out his flame bow and arrow for the right as he hears the gun cocked as well. He sees Anto stare at him determined, but they both pull back at their nosing. What are you doing here?
I should be asking you the same thing. Where's Peterson?
They both relax. I was hoping you knew. I want to be the one to put the kibosh to that murderous bastard.
Murderous? Who did he?
They both hear laughing from the speaker on top of the hall. I should have known to expect both of you here. Oh, Emblem, when will you let your past grudges go? And Anto, are you not satisfied with the base you have? Regardless, I know both of you would like to face me. I'm at the control room along with the beast. Come at me. The speaker sounds up with David holding back his anger.
Listen, Emblem.
David stares back at him again.
Our truce hasn't ended quite yet. I've still got a few things I need to clear up before we can. Right now, Peterson is the bigger threat to both of us. As much as it pains to say it, we need to work together to beat him.
He walks away. Do what you will, find my own. Anto stares back at him annoyed.
His ability is still unknown, and though he refuses to use it, I can tell it's something serious. Not to mention that science experiment is also unknown.
David stares back at him furiously. I have my reasons, so leave me be, unless you want to go at it now. Anto slaps him across the face.
Look, I'm being reasonable with you. We need to work together. I promise this isn't a facade.
Anto begins to walk the same direction as David. Just don't get in my way. We now go back to the fight as the clashes continue. Fury and Darknut seem to be even as Darknut was able to anticipate his attacks. Not bad! You might make this a little interesting. Darknut kept blocking as they fought. You're one of the most erratic people I've come across, but you fail to realize our plans. He then sees Joe get forced back by Cody's dive bomb attack. Are you sure about that? It says to be the easiest fight I've done so far. You guys ever learn? Sierra then knocked out Adriana.
Of course, they learn to quit easier.
Both laugh as Fury devilishly laughed at Darknut. If your plan was to lose, then I say it was a success. This is almost pitiful. It then heard Adriana laugh and she coughed her pain away.
Tell me, did your like a friend go to face our boss alone?
They all looked a little shocked at hearing that. This gave Darknut an opportunity to knock out Fury by thrusting his sword into his head. And though it didn't kill him, it did make him go unconscious. All of us may have promised to rise with the rest, make our names known when everyone else denied us. It's all for the good of Team Magnet, as that was the vision of our boss Pearson. When it comes to you expecting to beat you, we all knew that we weren't gonna good enough. Cody and Sierra gave their own shocked looks. It takes us back to David and Anto wandering the halls of the Magnet carrier.
I can't make heads or tails about this place. Got any bright ideas?
David looks around and finds nothing to know. He slams his fist on the wall angrily. Stop hiding! Are you afraid of me? The spirit went on again with more laughter. Maybe I am. Would it make that much of a difference? You can't prevent our plans from happening. Keep wandering into the day you die. Then you can finally be with your dear old mom and dad again. David shot his arrow toward the speaker. Chirp all you want, I will end you. Ninja looked in concernedly, but he shook it off after like it was nothing.
There's no way I'm showing concern right now. I don't care if he dies or not. He probably doesn't want to for the sake of the bounty. But that's only for the bounty.
And he kept going as nothing looked distinguishable. I'm 2 seconds away from burning this whole place down.
Ah, yes, another one of your brilliant ideas. Tell me what your plan for revenge will be after you die along with it.
I didn't ask for your help, you know. And then blast hole beside him to make a huge dent in the wall.
Shooting or burning this place down is suicide. How about we mark our territory to help us move forward?
David nods. Whatever, let's keep going. As good as the peers in the control room, keep an eye on the place. Yes, keep running. And hears a knock on the container behind them. He gives a confident smirk at it. Not yet, my little pet. You still need a little more time to form. And hears another radio go off beside him, where it was Darknut. Sir, we're sorry, but... The scene goes back to him framed by the wall after Cody and Sierra beat him. We distracted him as far as we could. We couldn't last longer. Harrison grew after hearing that. Could you really not hold on for a few more seconds? Fine. He goes over to the button at the end of the table. This is why you prepare for these things. He presses it with a noise of the latch opening. It sends a metal container flying to the surface. Now we go back to Cody and Sierra checking up on Terry. He was fine, but it was clear he wasn't ready to keep fighting. He's lucky that here he can take all the blows. He definitely wouldn't take a hit like that.
That's good to hear. Let's get him back inside.
They felt the ground shake as the container lands beside them. Now what? He looks over to see it open with smoke coming out. From the container comes out weird being that looked like Darknut, but it was gray with black eyes. Magonian. He gets out while facing the two. Targets detected. Initiating Megabot protocol. And brings out the sword out ready for combat. Darknut was laughing while coughing out his pain. Robots designed by our whole race. Isn't it neat? More containers fell beside it with more Megabots coming out of it.
An army? What is... Is this what he's planning?
Doesn't matter, we need to fight back. They got into a stance ready to fight. They all came charging forward and the fight began. Cody and Sierra held their own easily against a couple of them, but the many overwhelmed them for a bit. 2 against the 300. Even without an ability, it's too much for you. They continued to laugh as Cody and Sierra were pinned.
I don't suppose you have a plan for this?
Cody looks around to try and find an opening. He then sighs in annoyance. Yes, this leaves me no choice. He breaks a grip of one, then presses a button on his helmet.
Great. What did that do?
They heard something flying over to them. Looking up, they see the Eagle Jet fly above them. Quick, Sierra, go transparent and get up there. Megabots seem to not pay attention to the jet above them. Cody fights his way up to it as Sierra does the same. Cody gives him a Sierra right in the back.
Okay, now what?
Cody pulls up in the way. It would be impossible for us to take all of them out at once. We need to take our fight somewhere else. He looks at the Sea Carrier. I know he said he wants to take Pearson out himself, but it's clear he's more than prepared.
What about the others?
They can catch up to us. Cody prepares to fly away, but Sierra stops him.
We need everyone on board for this fight.
Cody starts hearing that. He flies back towards the lab. We are now at the R3 here in the chaos outside. Shit, it's happening already. Doesn't matter. We need to go out there and help them. They all nod as they go outside. Once they did, they saw the two get dogpiled with the Megabots.
What the hell are those things?
Wherever they are, we need to help. They didn't see a jet carry them out of the group. Never mind. They got it covered. The Megabots hadn't heard him say that, and they turned towards them.
Unfortunately, we aren't.
The all got into a fighting stance. There's no way we're going down like this. But they stopped their seeing Dragonauts to lead the pack. You hear me, Peterson? I'm not letting you get away with Drapier's death. No one was charging. Are you going to attack us or what? Targets identified as the Beast. They all backed away a bit. The Beast? They didn't see the Eagle Jet fly back to them. Quick, get up here and we'll take the fight to them. They all nod, yet still kept a cautious eye on the Megabots, who continued to back away. What are you guys doing? Attack the Star Warriors! The Xenon goes back to Pearson in the control room. Sir, the Megabots stopped attacking the group. Pearson seems shocked to hear this. That's impossible. They are programmed to attack everything without question. I don't know, they just keep calling Prince Dragon a beast or something. Pearson widened his eyes in shock as he heard pounding at his door. It opens up to reveal David and Anto.
Finally! Thought we would never get here.
Pearson groaned furiously. Couldn't wait a few more minutes, could you? They did a charge to face him. No more hiding, Pearson. Just you and me now. Anto steps in the middle.
And also me, in case you're forgetting. But it's cool. You always seem to neglect me.
Pearson grabs a couple weapons close to him in the building. So, it comes down to this then. I won't let you ruin my ambition, you biker freak. David got his rainbow ray with Anto who had a blaster. Is that what you called my dad? Anto takes notice like a tear behind him.
How about you tell us what you're cooking?
It's not ready for the taste test yet. You can wait a little while longer. He throws some debris at them with both dodging in their own way, either stopping time or flame arrows. As this was happening, Cody was edging closer to the gang as they flew towards the airship. What? Why isn't Terry helping us? Sierra and Cody didn't look at him nervously. Oh yeah, that's what we forgot. Sierra goes transparent while also grabbing a parachute.
I'll meet up with you guys later. I'll go rescue him.
They were getting close by the second as they nodded in understanding. Cody eventually found a landing spot for them. Hold on, I'm getting us closer. Cody edges in as he lets Dragnos, Sora, and Mikey off of the docking area of the carrier. I'll be out here if you need me. I need to find a way to stop this thing from being out here. Do what you gotta do. Cody flies off as continuing to get into place.
I can't believe David thought to fight him on his own. I thought he was smarter than us.
He has his personal reasons for why, though I'm more concerned about what Pearson has exactly planned. As we were getting closer, Dragno felt a shiver on his back. It's like he felt the presence of Drapier right behind him. He looks back to see nothing there. Are you? There's no way. He continues to look out. HR? Dragno looks back to see them. If you need to head home... No, let's keep going. Dragno takes the charge as Mikey looks at him accordingly. Sora can find him during a moment.
It's going to be fine.
Many nods understanding as they march inward. The fight with Anto, David, and Pearson rages on as Anto and David manage to get closer to the fight him. You two are something else, though it doesn't mean I'll back down. He pushes both of them back, but they stay on their feet. Pearson grabs more debris and throws it at them, but Anto blocks the attack with his shield watch.
Face it, you can't beat both of us at the same time. Might as well use your ability.
David gives him a worried look as Pearson remains unfazed. Don't be foolish. I have nothing to present to you. Go ahead and try me for all I care. Anto gives a slick smirk after hearing that. He then brings out his big laser gun from his watch. Both David and Pearson backed away concerned.
If you insist.
What is that thing? Anto confidently smacks it with the same smirk.
This bad boy can blast away a whole city if it wants.
And after you complain about me using my ability to get here quicker. Anto laughs hard as Pearson nervously looks at him.
What's it gonna be, Pete? Mind me calling you that?
Pearson then laughs himself as he saw this. Fine. I don't normally like using it since I have no control over it. They press the button beside him, and I refuse to use it until I absolutely have to. Anto then saw a gun point directly towards him. He then draws up his gun in the process.
And we'll all die not knowing what it is.
David knocks him out of the way as Anto drops the gun. Pearson fired a miss, causing the wall behind him to blow up. Somewhere else in the airship, the other group feels the ship rock violently as they kept going deeper.
What was that?
May again the rush ahead. Something's wrong. We need to speed this up. Now David gets up along with Anto.
What idiot has a gun with that amount of power on this ship?
You were going to blow it up anyway. Might as well take you with me. Anto was still getting up, but David stopped in front of him, determined. Come on, Pearson. Stop digging around and face like a man. Pearson goes in for several punches. Whatever you say, biker freak. David uses the power of Phoenix to block the barrage, but he still fell victim to a few of them. How do you like that? I guess the apple didn't fall far from the tree. Then saw fire catch on one of his claws. Pearson backs away in a panic. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna kick your ass as much as he would enjoy it. David uses his flame sword to go and slash up some of the claws Pearson used to block. This sent Pearson flying back into the container. Stop this nonsense. You will meet your father soon. He then saw David threaten him with a flame sword in front of his face. Or maybe you'll meet all those unfortunate souls that died because of you. Though I'm not sure how many are in hell. David went for a final swing but stopped as he heard a voice behind him. David, what are you... He looks back to see the other three stand there concerned.
You aren't planning to...
The event explains he stops himself from doing what he plans to do. He then saw Dragono's worried face, which caused him to take a few seconds to look at Pearson. And that's when he puts his flame sword away in shame. I'm sorry, he cost so many people lives, and he backs even further. No, this isn't right. I'm not like you. Pearson gets an odd look as David goes back to the group. When did you guys get here? Not too long ago, but where were you? I think you have a good idea, but I shouldn't. We already had too many deaths in the past. Look toward Dragno especially. I don't think it's right to cause more, no matter who it is. They all nodded confidently. They then saw Anto get beside them.
You're all too weird if you ask me. Just what kind of morals are those?
They also got into a fighting stance they saw him.
Cool your jets, I'm not here to fight you. Not yet, anyway. How can we be sure?
Anto gives her an annoyed look.
Do you really want to test me on this? Because I swear to God...
The words came out as Dragno was singing to himself. That's when he sees a container for himself. Yosuke's looking at Esma, he calls him back to him. Dragonel? He sees all of them, even Anto looking concerned. I might be crazy for saying this, but I think something or someone is calling out to me.
Your dragon friend is hearing ghost. Great.
Maya gives him a sigh of comfort. Let's just get through this. We'll deal with it all later. Dragonel nods as they understand once more. But they stop as they heard a weird noise. It sounded like a ding of something. It echoed even outside of the place. Ku was able to hear it as well. That doesn't sound good. He sees something in his jet radar. It was a large energy source. Oh no, don't tell me. Sierra also felt as she dragged the unconscious Terry along.
We better not be too late. There's so much at risk up to this point.
It goes back to the control room that Pearson laughed confidently. I hope you had fun talking to yourselves. For it will be the last time you ever will. He looked down weirdly. What are you talking about? Anto didn't notice Pearson crawling his way to the container.
Shit, we wasted too much time.
You're kidding. Even after beating him? Pearson laughs even more as he finally reaches it. You guys were always a step behind. My plans have finally come to fruition. While we were all playing happy snacks or whatnot, I was collecting the realm to form the beast that once rivaled the great Electronus Dragono that long ago. So you really were recreating the beast? Unfortunately, it's long dead. Though I have my ways to work around these shortcomings. He presses the button on top of the container. No, I was too distracted. The container door opens as everyone gets to a battle stance. Awakening. Take the form you were so ready to take for so long. They see the shell walk out with its metal claws creeping on the side of the door. It comes out to reveal a dragon at the same height as Dragonel, however it was much different in appearance. It was an amalgamation of many different dragons, while it having a red and purple body on each half, metal claws and arms, bone wings, and light blue legs along with weird circles in the back of both hands. They all look in disgust.
That looks so disgusting!
Pretty rude to say that. Though it was never meant to beat you in looks. Say hello to the many months of work and research. The one that is going to be your doom. The nameless dragon that was given the project name Undragonel. He stares at them menacingly as they don't know what to do. Dragonel himself saw a weird vision of Drapier behind Undragonel as they saw each other. Drapier? He didn't get his determined look. This is for you. From distance was light and shine watching over the town.
So the beast is finally awakened, as to be expected.
Indeed, which leads to the fourth trial. Peter sent in on Dragonel.